You see how swollen my fingers are? They're probably 5 times the size of a normal finger. And this is every day. They don't go down. I go through pain that some people would never be able to even handle. 10 every day.
So when you use the tranq, does it help take the pain away?
Yes, it does. And that's part of the reason why I'm so addicted, because it's one of the only things that relieves the pain.
And what happened to this this hand?
This hand was just like this hand. This one happened to heal.
Oh, wow.
It's still very scarred up and ugly, though. This is what I have to live with. Kids, this is what I got to live with for the rest of my life because I chose to use heroin. Give it a look and realize that it's not fucking worth it.
All right, hey, what's up, y'all? Welcome back to AML Films. And we out there, you know, we share the stories of our brothers and sisters so we can try to break the stigma. I'm out here with a very nice lady that's going to shed light on addiction. What's your name, dear?
My name's Amy.
Amy, nice to meet you, Amy.
Nice to meet you, honey.
Thank you. How old are you, Amy?
I'm 32 years old. I'll be 33 next month.
Hey, what you got planned for your birthday?
Hopefully, with my medical issues from being out here and using, hopefully I'll be in rehab. But, you know, we all say we want to be in rehab a million times and it never happens. I've been out here for 7 years and, you know, I'm still not there. So maybe this year things will be a little different. I've lost complete function of my right arm. Mind you, my right's my dominant from shooting dope and just trying to not let this dope addiction take anything else from me.
Right. Where are you from originally?
Well, my parents are from Delaware County, but I've lived in Philly my whole life almost. I've been out of my dad's house since I was 13 years old.
Why so early? Why do you leave your dad's house at such a young age?
I met the father of my children.
How old was he at the time?
He was 24, I was 14.
How did your dad react to that situation?
Not good at all. He was very, very hot about it. I got pregnant at 15 and I had my firstborn son at 16. And really I lost communication with them ever since. I'm 33 years old almost and I haven't had a relationship with my father since I was a teenager.
Okay, so let's do a little throwback. Let's go into your childhood. What was your household like growing up?
I didn't really have one. My mother was a prostitute junkie. She left when I was 2 years old and my dad was in and out of jail. So we lived with family members and I was in a group home until I was like 8 years old. And once I went to live with my dad, I rebelled because he left me, you know what I mean? And it was just all downhill from there until I was out of the house when I was 13.
I'm sorry you had such a tough upbringing. What about school? How far did you go?
11th grade.
And after high
I got my GED.
Congrats.
When I have 4 kids. I was with the father of my kids for 10 years. I was clean on methadone for 5 years. During those 5 years, I got my GED. I went to school for phlebotomy for 2 years. When I ended up relapsing, I got kicked off my methadone, and that was a downhill struggle. One I've never... Coming off methadone was probably harder than getting on drugs because I never shot drugs until I came off of methadone. My body couldn't handle the withdrawal, and that's how I started using mainline. Mainline is IV.
Okay. So for those who don't know, so you said your drug addiction started with who introduced you to the drugs?
Well, I was in an accident when I was 17, and that's how I got introduced to perks. And I got on perks real bad, and I was having kids so young, I ended up getting on methadone. And that's in those couple of years is when I had my 3 other kids, and I was clean for 5. But methadone is what introduced me to heroin. I never knew.
This train go by. Yeah, we got They're going back and forth, so we in the middle.
Every 10-15 minutes.
Yeah, go ahead.
Methadone, coming off of methadone from being on perk 30s is what introduced me to heroin. The withdrawal was deadly, and that's how I got introduced to IV heroin. The perks weren't able to, once I was on the methadone and I had gotten kicked off the methadone from not complying with my treatment, the Percocets were unable at that point to control my withdrawal. So I had to move up, and that was how I got introduced to dope.
Understood. Where are your kids currently?
Thank God my firstborn is with his father. He's been with his father his whole life almost. And my other three are all together, and they live up the mountains with their father's sister.
What was the best part about being a mother?
Having somebody love you unconditionally. And you know what? Not even just having somebody love you unconditionally, even with me being out here and not seeing them, knowing that once I get my life together, no one can love you like them, and you can't love anybody else the way you love them. So there's always that chance. There's always that chance. Yeah, you're not going to get 10 of them, but you're going to get that chance, you know, and hopefully when you do get out and you make it through, hopefully you do it the right way, you know, because kids are very, very, how do you want to put this? Kids are very vulnerable, and they hold on to every word when their parents leave them as children. I'm one of the lucky ones out here who happen to be able to keep clean clothes on and shower and, you know, have somewhere to do these things. Yes, I'm homeless, however, but I know if you walk around here, you see people and they're devastatingly filthy, where you wouldn't believe that they were walking around with a big shitty diaper hanging from their ass and they're a grown-ass adult. You know, this drug will take over your life.
What all have you lost due to your addiction?
At this point, my children, my housing. If I get lucky, and maybe not my arm, but my arm is completely unfunctional at this point. From my knuckles to my elbow is raw completely. The tranquilizer has completely ate my skin down to the bone. I'm very fortunate to have, I go through some of the worst pain every day in my life that some people will never experience a day in their life. Well, I've been having kidney failure. My face is very swollen right now from me not being able to see straight, and I'm falling and I'm busting my face open. And the infection goes down to my bone, which 90% of the time is once it's into your bone and into your blood, there's no saving it. And mine's my whole forearm. So it's a good chance they're going to amputate it. But there's nothing I can do but endure the consequences of what this addiction brings to your world.
They can't save your arm at all?
No, there's little percent that they could, but that depends on me staying in the hospital, going to treatment, and doing all the things I'm supposed to do, which is very hard for me being addicted to fentanyl and tranq.
Right,
and I'm
right.
severely addicted. I can't go in the hospital longer than 6 to 8 hours before I'm...
No, right? That's what we got to deal with.
Before I'm severely sick. Tossing and turning and throwing up and, you know, going to the bathroom on myself. It's not a joke. It's not fun. It's not a game. Drugs aren't a fucking toy. They will fucking kill you, and they will take everything you love from you. Everything.
What other drugs do you use?
I do speedballs. I do tranq, fentanyl, and cocaine. That's all I do. I don't smoke crack. I don't smoke cigarettes. I don't smoke anything. I'm one of the lucky ones that 16 habits.
So you,
My shots though are $10, $15 a shot, and I gotta do that at least 6 times a day. So you gotta think I gotta come up with $100 and something a day.
and how do you come up with that money?
Boost, steal. I try not to steal from family or friends. I really try not to steal from anybody. I try to keep it in the stores, pharmacies, things of that nature. It's come down to selling my ass, being raped, which has been one of the worst tortures. And I've had some very, very, very illicit and horrible things happen to me out here, which is why I try my hardest to not stay in that lane. I try to keep it to, going in the stores, but you never know. I have family members out here. My brother just passed away a year ago, overdosed and died. My sister's sitting up on Clearfield right now. I couldn't get a fucking penny from her if I tried. I get more from strangers than I do my own sister out here. We got the same mother and father. My brother that passed away, same mother and father. It's a fucking jungle.
What other states have you lived in besides Philly?
None. I've
None?
never been out here.
Yeah. Do you eventually one day want to get out of Philly, go to another state?
Yeah, if I get sober, I'm leaving and I ain't coming back.
What
I
state
ain't
you
never-
got in mind?
Florida. I want some sun.
Yeah, that's
I'm tired of the
beautiful.
fucking cold. I hate winter time. I don't know how I've been down here as long as I have been because I fucking hate the cold. I'm tired.
Exhausted? It's not easy, right? Living this life. How will you describe yourself?
I'm a fighter. There's the days that I've walked down the street holding my pants up filled with shit and blood running down my face, blood running down my hands, covered in dirt. Just like this motherfucker pulling up next to us right now. We ain't doing nothing wrong, but he'll come over here and bother us just because he has nothing else to do.
We're going to continue with where we left off. It's on you, Amy.
But yeah, drugs are no joke. It's not something to play with. For yous out there, young children, everybody who has family members out here lost, just never give up hope because we are still out here. We're still humans. It's just hard once that demon is awake, it's hard to put him to sleep.
What did no one tell you about drug addiction that you want other people to know?
That you will be deathly fucking ill and do things that you never in a million years thought you would do to get that drug. I didn't even know what withdrawal was when I started taking hers. If I would have knew what withdrawal was before I started taking opioids, I would have never fucked with it. That feeling is enough to make you kill and hurt somebody. Listen, there's days that I would have really went up to somebody and hurt somebody to take their shit from them because I couldn't take feeling how I was feeling. And that is not who I am. It turns you into somebody that you're not. Sir.
So tell people what's the difference, what's the biggest difference between cocaine and trank/fentanyl?
Well, cocaine, you don't really get physically addicted to. You could go without it. It's more of a want. Trank and fentanyl are very physical and make you ill to the core. They make you nauseous. They make you go to the bathroom on yourself. And I really hope these people aren't coming over here to mess with us. We're just doing a video. We're not...
Oh, we gotta leave?
We're just doing, oh, they're from the net. We're just doing an addiction video.
How y'all doing?
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're almost done, like 2 more minutes.
They're from the methadone clinic.
Oh, okay. Yeah, shout out to you.
No, well, we are from the methadone clinic, but we contracted through SEPTA, so we SEPTA
Oh, okay.
outreach.
Oh, okay,
Okay.
okay.
So
Yeah, we're not
basically,
doing
we
no
just come
drugs
clear
or
out.
Yeah,
nothing
like
like
2
that.
minutes we'll be
That's
wrap
fine,
up
go
this
ahead.
interview. Appreciate y'all.
Thank you.
All right. So where we was at? See, I always get distracted.
I know. Oh, sorry though. I understand they got to do what they do because this is a park where children are playing, and people will just come in here and stick needles in their arms and not give two shits that there's a bunch of kids across there playing. And I'm talking about in their necks and blood everywhere, and they just won't care. And that's why that people, they got to come and stay, want to make sure that you're not using, especially in a public park like this. So I do understand where they're coming from. I knew the net was a methadone program also because that's the methadone clinic that I was on when I got introduced to heroin.
What has this place done to your mental health?
I don't think I can answer that until I get clean
Okay, all right.
because I really don't know.
I understand. What's your biggest fear?
Not making it out. Dying on one of these shots
Definitely scary, right?
every time.
What
Every time.
What are all your regrets?
Leaving my kids. Losing my kids. The day that they ripped my kids from me, and it was almost like a shutting the door and open a bigger one.
That's not easy for a parent to have their child taken away from them. That drives people deeper into the
Deeper,
rabbit hole.
because it opened a door that I couldn't close because now I wanted the drugs to numb the pain. When I was high and lethargic and out of it, I didn't feel that pain of knowing that I wasn't a good enough mother to keep my children in my presence without the state taking them from me because I was using.
And that's how it goes. What have you learned from all the stuff that you have been through in life? What lessons has it taught you?
You never know what's going to happen. And it has no picks. The president could become a junkie. Let him get into some kind of accident where he needs opioids for pain relief because your body can go into severe shock from pain that you're not used to, and then him get addicted to them pain pills, and now all of a sudden we got a president that's on opioids.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. It doesn't discriminate.
It does not discriminate.
Okay, we about to shut things down, dear. We're gonna get off topic really quick, and it's a wrap, all right? What are some things you love most about yourself?
That I'm very aware that even though I do what I do and I'm using and I'm still addicted and I'm on the streets, I'm very aware of my surroundings, and I'm still alive.
Okay.
I made it this far, so hopefully I'll make it out.
Right. When you was a little girl, what do you want to become when you grow up?
A singer. I wanted to be a little singer. I love like Britney Spears and Christina Aguilera and things like that, but once I hit my teen years, I knew that wasn't happening.
Yeah, I understand. Do you have any skills or talent that we need to know about? Singing is singing one of your talents?
I mean, I don't know. I really don't know if I'm good at it or not, but I know I'm good at phlebotomy. I'm good at hitting people. I know that sounds horrible, but I'm good at giving IVs, and I love the medical field. I don't get oozy very easy. Like being a doctor or a surgeon would have been something I would have loved to have been. But
Okay.
you never know. I could get clean and become a recovering doctor or surgeon because I know what it feels like. I know what pain these addicts are going through. So if I know the pain that you're feeling and you're going through, I'm going to know how to treat it.
Facts.
However, somebody who has never felt it isn't going to know what to do for it.
Great. What are your short-term goals now?
Getting sober.
Getting sober? If
Or
you're
even just getting into a facility and trying.
right. If your family or friends see this video, what message would you like to send to them?
I'm sorry, but I'm still here. And every day is a challenge for me, just like every day is a challenge for y'all. And I just hope you don't give up on me. I know y'all mad.
Right.
But like I said, once this demon's awake, I'm going through a war right now to put him to sleep.
If you had one wish, what would you wish for?
To have never been introduced to opiates.
That's what's up. And this one is to take us home. There are a lot of people in this world who judge people who struggle with drug addiction. What's your message for the world?
You just don't know until you've been there. I don't judge them like I hope they don't judge me, only because if you've never been addicted, you don't know how to feel, because you've never felt that feeling of needing something to survive.
Right. You don't know unless the shoes is on your foot, right?
Unless they're on your feet.
And some people won't know.
10 years ago, I would have never thought in a million years I'd be sitting here doing this video with you.
Okay, thank you for showing us, Amy. We about to take off, and we wish you all the best. I'm gonna help you put that on in a minute.
All right.
And what happened to this this hand?
This hand was just like this hand, but this one happened to heal.
Oh wow.
It's still very scarred up and ugly though. This is what I have to live with. Kids, this is what I gotta live with for the rest of my life because I chose to use heroin.